Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a recently released game and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at the Chronicles of Tal'Dun, The Remainder, which is a graphic novel and more of a choose your own experience or choose your own adventure with some very triggering subject matter, a great soundtrack and a fantastic art set. It is worth noting that the music will put you in an ambient sort of mood. It very much sets the tone of the game very, very well. As always, we'll look at the options first, then we'll jump into the game and show you what it has to offer. There are going to be spoilers with an interactive novel. There's not really much else I can do, but that will allow you to see the artwork as it changes throughout the game. So without any further ado, let's jump into the options and then the gameplay. Okay, so the options are unsurprisingly pretty lackluster, but it's an interactive novel, it's 2D, and it's just some art on the screen. This isn't going to stress anybody's PC at all, I don't think. It is important to notice that the sound actually starts muted. There is no music, there's no sound volume or anything, it's all muted by default. And it's also worth noting that the display starts in windowed mode. Putting it in full screen automatically sets it to the native resolution, no dramas, and you are going to want to turn the music up. You're not going to want to miss how good this music sounds. It's not very often that I get so bowled over by a soundtrack, but the soundtrack in this is really, really good. It doesn't need to be on any sort of mass loudness, but having the sound there is going to benefit your gameplay experience tenfold. Let's jump into the game and see just how good the artwork is, shall we? Alright then, so we're in the game. Again, there are going to be spoilers for this, guys, because it is just an interactive novel. It's all story bound. The game does advise that you are to basically play through it many times and get as many different perspectives and options as possible. And again, there is a trigger warning on this game as well, because it does deal with some very harsh subjects. There is a warning in the introduction when you start playing that. Another cool thing about the game is it asks you for your pronouns when you start, because that's going to affect how the story plays as well. The way that the game works is you can put it on auto if you want, but honestly I prefer to just click through and read it as we go. The story is very well written, however there are certain lines that sort of don't really go with it. Certain words that could have been changed or adjectives that could have been used differently, in my opinion, but that's a very subjective thing. I love the way that the animation kind of changes as you go through and you move on and you see the world change around you, and the soundtrack changes as you go through as well. Some of the choices are timed, others are not, and as with most of these choose your own adventure type interactive novels, if you will, you can often get different reactions by actually not responding at all. It's very interesting to me, and I'm honestly really in love with it. This is a game I'm probably going to load up from after recording this video and play through and really read the story and make the most of it as we go. I am truly in love with this, and I really want to see how far this goes. Sometimes you just need a game like this to just chill out to and really get involved in a story. And as somebody who doesn't read almost as much or nearly as much as I used to and I want to, games like this are going to get me back into it, because they go at a pace that's good for you. The music really sets the theme. The artwork behind it allows you to really go into the world, and it allows you that doorway into the developer's sort of story that they want to take you in. So there you are, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know in those comments down below if this is a sort of game style that you can get down with, or whether you need something with a bit more action in it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.